Hey, welcome to the Hand Toolery. I'm Andrew Malacy. Today we're going to be talking about this saw I got off eBay. I'm going to be giving you a quick demonstration of what it cuts like straight from the package, straight from the mail. And then I'm going to address the teeth a little bit, give it a real quick filing, sharpening session here, just to sort of show you the difference it can make whenever you take care of your saw teeth. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is come over to the vise here. I'm going to give you a quick demonstration of just how poorly this saw cuts straight out of the mail. And it's old, I'm sure it's not been well maintained. It's a Jackson, it's a 14-inch, and it's cast steel. Warranted Superior is the brand, I believe. That's what it says here on the brass. It's pretty old, I know, because it's got the split nuts on the back. I'm going to flip over my shooting board here. And you can count with me if you want, or just get a general impression of what it looks like whenever we saw off the just an end here. Not bad. If I have a piece much larger than that, I'm sure it would take a little bit longer and wouldn't be as, quick, I guess. The cut's fairly clean, but I really suspect we can get it working a lot better and just tune it up. So I'm going to take these two pieces right here, put the saw in there, leave much less than that exposed, but you get the idea. And we've got a cross-cut pattern here, so I'm going to follow the teeth design on it. We're going to go at an angle across each way, and then we'll give it another test cut. One of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to joint the teeth. I can feel a little bit of inconsistency in there. I got the teeth jointed, so I'm going to sandwich these blocks up higher, and then I'm going to actually just go ahead and file the teeth on a cross-cut pattern, going one way and then back the other way. I'll probably have to set the teeth as well. In total, I think this process is going to be about 20-30 minutes. I've got a file here. It's a 6-inch file. I believe it's a slim taper file, and I'm just going to follow the patterns of the teeth at an angle each way and then back. And now it's just a matter of going back the other direction. All right, I jointed, filed, and set the teeth. Let's give it a test cut. I think that was about 10 strokes less than before. Let's try again. That was 12. Let's do it again. Let's make sure I'm not being biased here. That was 14. I'll tell you what, it's not binding at all. I love it. It's doing good. Yeah, it's pretty consistent. Alrighty, well, I think that took me about 20 minutes or so to do everything, and I'm pretty satisfied with that. I had to file down the teeth quite a bit after I jointed them because they were pretty inconsistent. And I probably might still go back. I'm seeing some faceting that I don't like on here, and I could probably get this even sharper. But for the sake of this right now, I'm going to call it good. I knocked 10 strokes off of it just with 20 minutes of work. I went from like 24, 25 strokes down to like 12 to 14 pretty consistently, and I'm pretty satisfied with that. Next is going to come. I'm going to probably just tighten up the handle. I'm going to take some 4/0 steel wool and just clean it up a little tiny bit, take off any of the stuff that could be on it. Just clean it up. Not going to do a full restoration. I mean, the handle is beautiful, and I might just wax that and then just use it as it is. The only real specialized tool that you need is a saw set. I got this from a guy off Craigslist. He sold me the brace and a bunch of bits and a bunch of other stuff that he threw in because he was getting rid of his workshop. He was, just selling everything, and he just gave me this for free. The file I got for free from my grandfather, and it works great. It's a Nicholson file, and I can tell you now that it's on its last leg. I've used it quite a bit, and you do need this as a Harbor Freight file to joint the teeth. But really, that's all. None of this should be any magic. None of this is any super specialized tools. Just gonna need a saw set. If you don't want to, or if you don't have a saw set or can't, what you can do is you can hammer set the teeth. I've heard. I don't know exactly what that entails, but I think there are other methods. Just look it up. But this wasn't meant to be a tutorial. It was just meant to show you that if you take a few minutes, you tune up your saw, you can get really great results. In fact, these saws back here, I did restorations. Well, I did a restoration on that one, and I just sort of cleaned that one up and waxed the handle like I'm going to do with this one. And they were both dull as a butter knife. These are cross cut, this is a rip saw, and they cut beautifully now. I love the way they cut. And just took a file to them, cleaned the teeth, sharpened them, great. So it's something that at first really intimidated me, but now it's not that bad anymore. If you mess it up, you can join them down, start all over again. The only problem that you really have is if you mess up the actual shape of the tooth so bad that you have to recut the teeth rather than just sharpen them. And I mean, you do run that risk, but I haven't done it so terrible on any of these saws. I did it on like a 15 or what, I did it on a really tiny tooth saw before and scrapped it, but you live and learn. Thanks for stopping by the Hand Toolery, and I hope you check out some of my other videos. Hope it's been enjoyable and useful, and I'll see you around for the next one.